Invention doesn't always start with a breakthrough idea or a bold technology bet. Very often, it begins with a simple question, can this work? And then it unfolds through conversations, trade-offs, misunderstandings, corrections, and moments where the original idea quietly transforms into something better. Today's episode is about that exact moment. What happens when a business with no technical background builds its first product, works with developers for the first time, and discovers that invention doesn't follow a straight roadmap? We'll talk about how ideas evolve during development, why clarity often comes after the first version is live, and how new possibilities, including AI, can emerge not as a planned feature, but as a natural next step once the system exists. To explore this, I'm joined by Dilyara Daminova and Sam Airy, founders of Local Pros, a product that grew from a simple business need into a scalable digital platform, and along the way reshaped how the business itself thought about technology, processes, and future growth. Dilyara, Sam, thank you for joining.
So glad to be here.
Great to be here. Thank you.
Great, thank you. As I mentioned, Dilyara and Sam are founders of Local Pros, a mobile-first platform designed to help people find trusted local professionals based on where they live. What makes your story especially interesting is that you didn't come from tech background and had never worked with software developers before starting this journey. So instead, you brought domain insight and clear business problem, and then the willingness to learn and how as the product took shape. So to start at the very beginning, when you only had an idea, not a product, but like a problem that you were trying to solve, what made you feel it was worth turning it into something real rather than keeping it as informal service and like as a side concept? What actually kicked off this project?
So Sam and I have been in real estate for a long time, and obviously we saw loopholes that we have in the real estate industry that could be improved. And over time, we had a lot of conversation. It would be great if this happens. It would be great if this happens. I'm a real estate agent and Sam is a loan officer. So we take a lot of responsibilities and liabilities for clients, and little things can put you in trouble just because you a middleman between two contractors or connection point between two people. And basically in real estate industry, it doesn't exist. So we've been in a lot of situations when we're just a connecting point, but we ended up going to courts, resolve problem and stuff like that. So we've been always having conversation because he's in real estate and I'm in real estate. We have a lot of those thinking. And we were always thinking that would be great if we would have it, So we had a lot of conversation. If we would have it, then at some point, we obviously very successful in our field for our region. And we thought, we bought a house, we have a dream, both of us as a couple, not addicted to expensive jewelry or expensive cars. So we have a different kind of passion. And we thought, why don't we invent it? Why don't we invent what we're thinking about that is missing in real estate industry?
Yeah, I love this entrepreneurial mindset and invention mindset. Sam, anything to add?
No, just a little bit. So yeah, this is something that we thought about for many years, and it developed over time. And it was something that we became very passionate about, and we've just been blessed with our business that we have. And so it was something that, because of that, it let us, move forward with doing this, developing this app. And so yeah, it's something that we developed over time. And it was a need. It was something that was definitely needed based on years of work. And so, yeah, that's it.
So the idea was pretty well developed, and like being the connector. And from my personal experience working with Dilyara and working with you, I know that you guys are connectors. So help people get into the network of professionals and help just provide any advice and any help that's needed. So I actually think it's a great idea for you to structure this, to wrap it into a product like a mobile app. So really excited how for the idea and for the fact that you were able to finally give it the shape and form and real kind of technological kind of existence. So that's good. So for many founders, the first collaboration with the development team is eye-opening, and sometimes it's quite uncomfortable. So I'm curious to learn what surprised you most once development started. So I'm talking like after the idea was discussed and after you said, okay, shook hands, okay, let's start building this app. So what was, in your opinion, was it the complexity, or how quickly the original idea started to evolve and kind of you start seeing kind of it being built? What was the most, I guess, surprising in this interaction at the early stage of building?
The most surprising and difficult stage was once we developed what we want is to find right people, right professionals. And it was the challenging part. It actually took us 2 years to go through and actually understand, can we actually do it? And what we have in our hand, implement in a real product, actually is very complicated because you have to find right people that understand actually what to do. And surprisingly, we're in a very developed country, United States of America, where we located. Surprisingly, it was challenging to find someone because we found out that a lot of developers wanted a lot of money, but they don't really understand what our thought. And just a simple sit down evening with the right person, you, Tatiana, where I just shared my idea and you said you could do it, was the game changer, was the life changer when we actually start transforming our idea into real product that we can bring to the United States of America market. And this was the game changer, and our game changer is Tatiana, who we happen to know for a long time, but didn't realize actually a right person to work with and the right team to work with. We only realized after interviewing so many people and trying to get implemented into product.
Yeah. So sometimes the key is to talk, talk about something that's on your mind, and then
we
see where the conversation takes.
We always had a right team, right person next to us that we knew, but we just never connected the dots,
Right. So, but finally we did. Sam,
I mean, I would just add to that it was once we had the ideal, figuring out the direction of where to go from there and how to get to what we needed to be, that was the most challenging because we were new, and so we didn't have guidance, we didn't have the knowledge. But yeah, we had someone that was close to us, Tanya, and she was actually able to give us, the guidance and the direction. And so we're very grateful for that. And, I mean, we're lucky that we knew you because we shopped around. We were really trying to find the right developer that could bring this application to life, see our vision, what we had, and we just weren't having any luck with it. So yeah, finding the right developer, finding the someone that can bring our dream, I guess, to reality. So
yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate the kind words. And also, when the actual team joined, the team of developers joined and started building, was there any point in time where you thought, oh, this is, we haven't even thought about this, but now we are realizing that there is more to this idea? So I'm curious, did the idea shape as we started building, would you say? Or
Yes, definitely. The original idea that ended up in the final product probably was only 20%. The 80% shaped, and we were lucky to work with your team because they had experience already. They already developed in the past. Was our very first product. So we didn't even know to do it or how to implement it. So we had a huge guidance like from them that, hey guys, what you're thinking actually in a real market not gonna work. So it's reshaped significantly, including the logo, to the point of logo, to the point of little visual things of app. It's completely not what we imagined, and it's so much better. So much better ideas were brought to us and corrected from our original thinking, just because the developers team had already experience and already made products for the market and already knew what works and what doesn't work in the mass market. Yes, I would say definitely shaped.
Yeah. Well, and you have a great attitude as founders. Both of you have great attitude about it, because sometimes, and we do kind of product builds all the time, different size companies and, different types of platforms, but it's not always when founders are willing to reconsider and, brainstorm together what would be best for the product. Sometimes the founder is very much set on something they think will work, but, not really open to other ideas. Or other times they have very vague ideas of what they want. I think in this project, we kind of were in the middle. You have a very good vision of what business you want to have. And then you're open to suggestions as how to get there, with the app. So, okay, well, that's moving to kind of discussing the progress of your project and of your app. Right now, it's in production. What still being enhanced and being kind of we're still kind of, you're adding features and you're adding to your vision. So, was there a moment in your experience where your definition of the kind of the success for this product shifted, and you realized that, oh, probably should, enhance it more, build more features into it? Was it like one moment when you thought maybe we should make changes, or was it like gradually throughout the process as you started to add users to the app and started to kind of to get feedback from the market? How was that part?
So this was actually, I would say now, having this experience, none of the products will work unless you bring it to the market and test it on a real market, on a real people. You can bring 20, 30 people on the same room, but those are people that usually have same mindset as you. But once you introduce product to the consumer has a different opinion about it. So yeah, we changed probably 50% of our product again once we hit the market and once we start getting a real feedback from the people. And we're like, oh yeah, you know what? We didn't think about it. This is right. Or like even to the point of visual moving buttons from top to bottom or in the middle, like little things like that. Yeah, they kind of make sense to us because we have same mind people in the room, but the mass market has different opinion about it. And since we developed product that we wanted to develop for all ages, even 90 years old woman or old person, we wanted to be able to use that app as simple as possible. Actually, simplicity adds more work to developing team. It looks clean, it looks neat, but as simple as you get in the front end, it gets more complicated in the back end. So we changed a lot because of the feedback of the market once we went on the market with our product.
Sam, anything to add?
Not really. I think she basically covered what I was thinking too.
I was going to say, but maybe anything that you personally were kind of, I don't know, was something you didn't expect throughout the process, or was there a moment when you saw, okay, this is what we're going to build, but then at a certain point in time, you figured out maybe it is slightly different than we first thought it's going to be. Was there a moment like this for you? And I know that you spent quite a lot of time. It
was once we went through the process and actually got something in our hands to see what we thought we were thinking needed to be done. And once we got it and tested it, and then our thoughts kind of evolved over that. And we said, oh, we need to make these certain changes. But really, once we actually put it in the market, like Dilyara said, that, we didn't know for sure how it was going to, how it was going to look to customers or clients until they actually got their hands on it, and they gave us feedback. And then with the feedback, we took that and we made the changes based on their feedback. So that was the most important thing, I think, that really what helped develop, get us to the finish line with the app was getting it out on the market, getting it developed, getting it reviewed by actual customers that actually had it in their hand, people that we didn't know. And I think that really helped us a lot in kind of putting the finishing touches on it and making it more user friendly. And because this is the whole point of the app, is to make it user friendly. We wanted to make it as simple as possible, which, as Dilyara hit on, is it seems like the simpler it is, the more complicated it is on the back end. And
Right.
but that was the point. That's what we wanted it to be: simple as possible, user friendly. And I think we got there. And the only way we got there was testing it with people out on the market. So.
Yeah, that makes total sense. Well, now looking back at your journey so far, what advice would you have for a founder that's thinking about, building not necessarily similar product, but any product for their business? Is there anything that you think right now you would do differently, or any encouragement or any advice for founders that are thinking about building something right now?
I would say have a clear vision, because a lot of things we had an idea and we shared with developing team. A lot of mistakes could be avoided, but because we just dumped in developing team our original ideas without thinking that it's gonna work or not gonna work, even to the point of color, like everything, like have it as fixed as possible in your mind as a final vision, to avoid extra work for developing team of redoing it, because we redid our product several times before we even hit the market. So few things could be avoided that we didn't think about, and we should have thought about it. But honestly, it's easy to give feedback looking back, but going back into our original state, probably we had it as developed as we imagined, and it comes with experience. Changes comes with experience. It's great. We're so lucky that we had a team that actually went with it and changed. But
And really helped
remember,
develop
there's
it.
a financial side on that part. So if you want to save, have your product as finalized visual as possible, even though now I know it's impossible. So
well, it is possible to some degree, I guess, but
yeah.
no, that's a great point. What is possible for cost efficiency is to start with few sessions, designing, I guess, the product, like looking forward, designing, sitting together through the design workshop, so to speak. And we often start our projects with a product design workshop to see what are the features, what are the looks of it. If, a designer can join from very early stage to kind of, visualize the product for the future. So yeah, that's very valid. Sam, anything you would do differently, or you think you did well that other founders should do as well?
I think that for coming into it without the knowledge that we have now, I think we did pretty well. Because we had the support team, because we had the developers, the experienced developers that really kind of led us along and took us in the right direction to make sure that we had something that was going to be good. And the initial ideal, it definitely changed from initially how we imagined things. But going into it, it's really hard to say if I would change anything, because it was a learning experience. We had to go through that to learn, to see how it's done. And but it all goes back to that we had a good support team and, a good bunch of developers and people that were all on the same team and wanted to see us successful. And so we're very grateful for that.
Yeah, I'm really happy to hear that. Well, let's talk about the future, and looking into the future state of the product, and also what is in development right now. So first of all, are you excited about what is in development right now? And what is your future vision for local pros, for your business, and for any technical side of it?
We think it's going to be very successful. We thought it's going to be successful much faster. Now testing the market, we know we have a lot of competition, and we know we're getting a clear vision how to push our product to the mass market with the competition we have. So we're continuing building a team now, marketing team, and we think we will be very successful, but not as fast as we thought originally. We thought everybody was waiting for our product, and it's missing. So yeah.
But it's I think having solid go-to-market strategy, which you are now developing, and that's the key.
Yes.
Mhm.
We have a clear plan.
Yeah.
It developed over time too, as we tested it in the market to see how people reacted to it. We were able to develop more of a plan because of that in order to get it out there. And so just the testing part really helped us out and let us develop a full, solid plan on actually getting it out there and getting it around. The app itself, I think is done, but there's still some back end stuff that we're working on. And I think we're almost done with most of it, but even as we put it out there and get it out there, I know we're still going to adjust things and come up with additional ideals in order to improve it. I mean, it's always going to be something that we're going to be doing and working on. And so, yeah, we're going to continue to need support. And, but yeah, we have to see how the market reacts, and we're going to react to how the market reacts and make sure we're always make sure we have the best product out there. And,
yeah, I like some points on it that you can't finish product to its perfection. It needs to change. Market changes, people change, requirements change, laws change. It was AI developing. There's extra restrictions being added. So if you're thinking of something that we're developing and we're working on, just have your financial mindset for that, because it's not a product that you come from point A to point B and you're done with it. It's a product that you pushing to the mass market, and you need to continue developing, reducing, adjusting to the market and to the local laws.
Right. Well, we wish you a lot of success with this, and I'm pretty sure that with your vision and with your passion, it's going to work really well. And really happy to work on this with you. We learned a lot as a team as well, a lot of how the approach can change and how flexible it should be. And like to close this, I guess there's a lot of conversation about AI, artificial intelligence, and how new technology is embracing all those new things in the market. I know that we are kind of also doing this, some parts of this for your product, at least on the, the back end of it. So what are your feelings about this? And are you excited about having the possibility of using AI tools in your product to make it better? What are your thoughts in general on all these new developments?
I think AI is only going to make things better for us. We definitely need to implement it, and it needs to be part of our application and review process and things like that. So I think it's only going to benefit us. And so yeah, I'm happy that AI is out there, and happy that we're going to be able to implement it into our system.
Fantastic. All right. Well, thank you for this. That'll be it for today's questions. Thank you for the conversation, and I'm happy to hear about your experience. And I'm pretty sure our listeners benefited a lot from the advice that you gave and from hearing about your journey. Thank you, Dilyara. Thank you, Sam. And for everyone else, I will see you during the next episode.